At work, I was well received. My company is in the construction industry, right? It recruits many contractors. We build houses, we build retirement homes for people, for the elderly people in New Zealand and in Australia, and we've got more than 15 construction sites. So I am responsible in my function on health and safety for one construction site. It has got engineers, quantity surveyors, you name all those professionals from China, from India, from South Africa, me from Zimbabwe, from Philippines, from New Zealand. It is multi-diverse, but they have all welcomed me. So that has been a perfect experience for me. Thank you. Sorry if I labored it. I just thought I should encompass everything in my 2 weeks experience.
I was just going to ask about that, and you covered everything well. Just one little question additional. Coming in on your level, I'm curious, did they have an induction for you? Did they treat you? There's a lot to learn. Are they assisting you along in the process of onboarding?
Yes. That's the word. I was actually going to say, we call it onboarding at our workplace. So it's actually a 2-page checklist, onboarding checklist, which says what is supposed to be done for me on day 1, what do we do in day 2, in week 1, week 3, all the way. My onboarding process will be completed in 8 weeks' time. Right. So I'm only in week 2 out of week 8. And then the very, very first part was for them to check on me before I came, to say, Gideon, confirm that you are on this flight, you are arriving on this day, and you have where to stay. If you don't have where to stay, let us know so that we can arrange for you to get where to stay. Right. So this experience was not only from my employer, but from my immigration agents. Remember, I've been working with the immigration agents in Cape Town in South Africa. Now they have their headquarters here in Auckland. So they also make it as part of the contract saying, we don't want you to come to be stranded, right? So please reassure us that you are okay, you don't need our help, you know where to go, and then you get given phone numbers if anything goes wrong, right? Okay, then when I arrived on a Monday, and I was starting work on a Wednesday, right? Then they also checked on me. By this time, according to your itinerary, you are supposed to be home. Please confirm that you are home, right? So I was happy to receive that call from my employers. Please confirm that you do not need transport to get to work. We can arrange for a vehicle to come and pick you up. Then I said I'm okay. And then when I got at work, you go through the new employee induction, which includes health and safety, but there is actually someone who is waiting for you right at the gate. And they say, you must be Gideon. Yes, please, I am. My name is so and so. Welcome to New Zealand. Welcome to our company. And then we go through, do you need coffee? And then we sit down. Then I went through the induction. There is a health and safety induction, coincidentally, for every employee. That's what every employee goes through. So I went through that, right? And then you have a general onboarding induction to understand the team members, and they call for a meeting, which was really quite sweet for me, to say they leave the business to call for a meeting, to say, look, we have got a new colleague, please may you come for a meeting, and then you get introduced to the whole team. And then from there, everyone is welcoming you, and you go through the process. One issue which will remain indelible in my mind is how my boss, my direct boss, treated me. I told him that for the first time in my 30-year career, I've worked for probably close to 20 companies. I have never had a boss who came to me and said, Gideon, we have got a lot of work. By the way, my job was vacant for 6 months while these people were waiting for me, right? And they said, during the past 6 months, there is a lot that accumulated, so there is a lot of work to do, but we are not going anywhere near there until we complete your personal checklist tick off. So today we're just talking about you, right? Where are you staying? Are you comfortable, right? If you opened a bank account, no, everything stops. You've got to go and open a bank account. These are the letters that you need. There is a driver waiting for you. No, I've left my passport at home. No, the driver will take you back home. You get your passport. You go to Westgate shopping mall. You look for the banks. If there is a problem, this is what I did. That it got completed. Come back, right? We already have received. You have been given your laptop. You have been given your phone. You have been given your PPE. This is your temporary office space. Right? Let me set you up. Can I please use your car, your chair rather? This is the person who is the general manager whom I report to. Everything. I have never seen anything like that in my life. He sits in my chair on my desk. He gives me 3 monitors for a laptop. He docks my laptop. I say, no, do I need 2 monitors? I need 1. No, you need 3. I'll tell you why. And then he logs in for me. He sets up everything, gets cables. He goes, no, this cable is not, he goes under the table to look for a cable. And the general manager is doing that for me. Right, you are all set up, Gideon. Okay, let's go for your family. When is your family coming? No, they are waiting for visa and this and this. Okay, do you have cash? Yes, I still have cash. Okay, is your IRD number ready? No, it's not yet ready. You need to sort it out. That's the next thing. Because if you don't have an IRD number, the company cannot pay you, right? But you can't have an IRD number without a bank account. Then we went through everything, right? And then only after I was set up, that's when we started doing work. So to me, it was really, 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 really welcome. And I'll never forget that.
They were willing to wait. They were willing to go through this proper introduction. And who was going through it? The general manager. So that's indicating that they knew who they were dealing with. This must feel good for you. I don't think everyone gets the red carpet on that level, although I'm sure there's a checklist and they do this for each person. But I think you were given the checklist with the gold stars.
Yeah, I was privileged. Yeah, you actually guessed correctly. I was privileged for him to do that to me only because I report directly to him. But the message that I got from that demonstration, which I'm confident is the culture within my organization, is when a lower level employee is recruited, his or her direct boss has got the responsibility to do what the general manager did to me as his subordinate. Yeah, I still have to see that happening because I'm the only new employee who started the job in 2 weeks. Yeah, I will see that. But I can tell in confidence in that in our meetings, in our team meetings, right? Our leader, the general manager, he preaches the same gospel of the leadership concept to say, look, as a leader, you've got a direct responsibility for a subordinate. And if you happen to have a bigger team below you, if you don't treat your subordinate well, your subordinate is going to fail to treat their subordinate well, and it will perpetuate. So I'm really humbled by that experience. But Ted, when you look at it, if you tie in what we have been talking about in the last 45 minutes to say, from my work, the culture at my work, how the warm reception I had to my brother whom I'm staying with here at home, right? To the public who have been giving me directions on the streets, right? To the train station, to the bus station, to the airport, right? Everything is gelling you to say, look, this is the New Zealand culture that you come to see. And I would wish that your clients who may have an opportunity and make time to listen to my testimonial, I would wish that some of them include New Zealand's tourism ambassadors, because I don't think New Zealand is being marketed or advertised at the level that it deserves. I don't think so. I can say that as a person who is coming from 8 different African countries that I stayed in. And the experience is way, way too good compared to what people know out there.
Yeah, I agree. It's a special place. It's a very unique place.